If you are developing enterprise level agent and trying to manage everything using instruction in Copilot Studio, it is not possible. And this is what I am telling based on one of my recent experiences. My friend, we were working with one organization developing an agent for them and trying to manage everything using instructions. Instructions kept growing till 1000 lines. And whenever we wanted to change a small condition, my friend, it became very complicated. So if you are developing an enterprise level agent and want to know what are the best practices available, then this video is for you. I am Sandeep Mishra, Microsoft MVP, and welcome to my channel. So in Copilot Studio, I created a very simple agent, and that is where I will demonstrate how you can manage topics and variables. So let's go to the agents, and there you can see this IT support automation agent flow. So let me give the demo. So it will give you clear idea that what I am doing, and then we'll talk about the instructions. So here this agent is created that when an employee is requesting to change device. So I want to change my device, and then you can see it will list, like it will ask for the employee name, and you can't see employee name in instruction. So I'm giving employee name, then it will ask for the email address. So I will give email address. Now it will list all those available devices. That is what you can see here. And then I will give the option yes, because it is asking that if you want to confirm, type S, request for a device. So I will just, and it is in testing mode, so this option. So now you can see like would like to end the conversation, yes, and then answer the question, yes, give the rating. So 5-star rating is given, then no. The complete conversation we have here with the detail and some. So this is the small flow I created in Copilot Studio, and you can see in overview section, like I just have description. The interesting part we have here, that is you are device request manager, and then when user requesting for a device change call, we'll call this topic, and then you can see if replying for yes, then you will call the another topic, and then goodbye. Here you can't see anything related to asking information for employee name and email address. So this is how, my friend, I created a topic. So if we go to the topics, we can see we have available device topic, then we have another topic that is device request and employee details. So this is how I organize, and this topic is reusable. So if I go here, you can see this is the flow I am following. So you can see we have instructions. Using instructions, we are calling available device, and available device, some input variables required, then we'll have some output variables, and output variables again available to generative AI, and then generative AI will decide that whenever in some other topic we need all those output variables, it will use those values to pass. So you can see like this is we are passing, then I have employee details, and we can also create some reusable topics in future if you want. So this is how like reusable topics can be called by another topics as well. And every topic you can see they have input variable and output variable. So do you not think that when you have input variables and output variables, it is very much similar when we were creating functions in code and we had some signatures like input and output. So whenever you want to call that function anywhere in your code, you just need to give the inputs and you will take output. So similarly, you can create topics, and wherever you want to attach, the good part is generative AI will decide that like whatever inputs to pass, and whatever output uh, you are passing, that will be available to the generative AI, and generative AI will pass it to the next topic whenever required. So let's see that how we can manage it. So as I explained that this is the flow we have, global variables are available for all those topics, then input, output, and then reusable topics. So let's go back to the and topics. You can see I have available device. So if I open this available device, you can see the first we have the agent chooses. It means that agent will decide that when the agent will call this topic. And then we have topic where we need employee details. So you can see I am calling this employee detail, and the output I am getting out of this step is employee name and employee email address, and that is what I am getting from employee detail. And then I am setting in a variable, and then I am selecting all those devices available in database, and then I have a adaptive card. Using that I am showing this list. So you can how organized it is, and this is not possible just by instruction. That's why you can just use instruction to give the direction, but don't use instruction to create the whole business logic of your enterprise agent, and that is when we do mistakes. So my friend, you can see now if you click here, you can see variables. So any topic you are dealing with, you will click on variables, and that is where you can see all those the inputs you have, and like the variables you have. And in that variable you can see what are the variables you have as an input, and whatever variables you have as an output. That is what you can see. So if you created 4 or 5 variables, my friend, only var email, that is what I have as a output variable. Then the global variables will be available to all those topics. As I told you, the 4 global variables we have, and that is system variables. So you can see I have here. So if I go to any topic, I can click on variables. That is when I can see that if it is input, you can see the check mark here. If it is output, you can see check mark here. So input and output. So you can create variable, you can decide that what are the variables you can set as a input, and whatever the variables you want to set as a output. So now you will come to the variable property, and in variable property, my friend, you can see we have the name, then we have the type, and then the reference, like I called from there. That is what you can see, limited to the topic or limited to the, like you want to set the scope here. So either you can set this as a topic, and you can set as a global variable. If we come the topics, we can see device request, and if you click on variable, my friend, you can see we have 4. Here we have one input, that is where employee name. So you can see in employee, like available device, I am getting employee name, and that is what I am passing as an output. And then for this topic, I am taking employee name as a input. So you can see how it is organized, and I don't have to go and write everything to pass those variables from one topic to another topic. Gen AI will decide all those things. So that's the power. And how you can do it, you can see if I just go to the topics, my friend. So let's go back to the topics and open this, and then we can just click on detail. So you come to the this detail of this topic. So topic detail, you can see here. If you have anything as an output, you can see that is listed here. So you can see I have one variable here where employee name, and that is output. So you can see output name, then the type, then description I can add. And this description is important because based on that, generative AI will able to decide that what is the best suitable data available for this variable, and that is available for input as well. So you can see this is how you can set output, the input one. So I will go to the request device. Again, I will click on details and input. So here you can see we are taking one variable as an input, that is where employee name, and you can see how will the agent fill this input. dynamically fill the best option available. That is what you can select. If you want that, uh, the generative AI will decide the value, set as a value. So in case you don't want that, no, I don't want generative AI to select the value, I want a static value or something like that, you can select this option. But for now, as I am selecting using generative AI, that's why I'm leaving as a default option. And then we have string, then another like display name we have, then we can identify as a person because I have the employee name, and then description here contains the employee name. So all those things you can additional details you can see, should prompt, like which kind of customized prompt, all those things you can use. In case when this value is not available and called by the flow, in that case that prompt will be used to get the information from available data. So that is what you can see, retract two times. So all those options are available. So my friend, overall the intention is how you can design modular topics, so you can control the instruction to give the direction. So the instruction will only give the direction. That is what you can see here. I'm giving direction only 5 lines, like only 5 lines I have here in instruction, and able to run this complete flow in a very structured way. It is not like that you can run this flow 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, the similar kind of result you will get. Why? Because this is what I am controlling using topics. And the mistake we are doing then, when we are trying to create it and we don't have controlled topics, it is asking anything, sometimes employee name, sometimes email address, sometimes it is doing something else. So that's why, my friend, whenever you are creating a smart agent, also make sure that it should be efficient. And if you want that it should be efficient, in that case, my friend, you need to use instruction to give the direction, and then you will use topics to create a modular kind of flow where you can create topics, inputs and outputs, and also some reusable topics, and then leave on generative AI. Generative AI will decide that what is the best possible inputs available, like for all those topics. So that's the whole motto, my friend, how easily you can create smart and effective enterprise agent in Copilot Studio. My friend, in this small demo, we saw that how you can create reusable topics so you can call it from anywhere, and how you can manage state from one topic to another topic using variables. So my friend, if you like my content, please like and subscribe my channel, and don't forget to share it. See you in next video. Till then, bye. This is Sandeep Mishra signing out.